We are seeing some very fascinating developments over this KEMSA manenos. KEMSA, of course, stands for Kenya Medical Supplies Agency. Now, the suspended Chief Executive Officer, Manjari, finally made it for his date to testify before the Senate Committee. Actually, the Joint Senate Committee of Health and COVID-19. Now, you'll remember he did not make it the first time. We're told he's in hospital. And so, obviously, when he finally made it, many were curious to hear what he had to say. Now, what he told the Joint Senate Committee yesterday, August 28th, 2020, took many Kenyans by surprise. The long and short of what he said is that he was receiving his instructions from Health CS Kagwe, his instructions on procurement, purchases that have now alarmed Kenyans. He was receiving the instructions by phone, cell phone, and also text messages via cell phone. And they came in fast and furious with a lot of pressure accompanying them to do the purchases quickly. Now we know because of the urgency, the normal procedures, checks and balances for government procurement were not used, where you invite quotes from several companies and scrutinize them. And we also know that this usually opens the door for a lot of fiddling, of course corruption. Now, in my view, the clear indications here are that the dance has started. Because the health department in the country is supposed to be one. They're supposed to work as a team, one unit. And when nobody wants to take responsibility, and people start naming names, then you know the dance has started. Because it is very predictable what those who have been named will say. They'll say, yes, we put pressure on him to purchase because we needed the equipment quickly. But we do not put pressure on him to give the tenders to certain people. We do not put pressure on him to get involved in dodgy deals. That's precisely what they'll say. And the way it looks now, I'm hoping of course it changes, is that it will be very difficult to pin down the name or the names of those who are involved in embezzling COVID-19 funds. And although the forensic audit ordered, of which the Auditor General was given 60 days to complete, may not end up telling us as much as we expect it to. Because first of all, 60 days is a long time. In politics, that is. Because in 60 days, from the time she was given to finish this forensic audit, it will be late October. Chances are very high that by late October, by then, Kenyans will be totally exhausted. And that is exactly what a dance is designed to do. The kind of political cover-up, dance, twist, as we call it on this channel, that is precisely what it's designed to do. And these indications tell us very clearly that dance tayari imeanza. Manjari of KEMSA amefanya dance yake. Next week, we expect the CS Health himself to appear before the Senate Committee and do his twist as well. Now, don't be naive. Please don't. Because these people are well prepared for these sessions. It has already been decided who will say what and when. And even as the senators huff and puff, what can they really do without concrete leads and evidence? And it is quite possible some of those who are involved in the actual theft of funds, or at least are very much aware of exactly what happened, are involved in prepping the government officials before they appear before the Senate. And the idea is to throw exciting breadcrumbs, like people being told that people were receiving SMSs and calls with a lot of pressure. That has excited many Kenyans. But as I've demonstrated, legally, that means zilch. What does it mean? Chances are high that the health CS, Kagwe, will also drop bombshells of his own that may get us even more excited. The excitement of a dance, not the excitement of anything more serious than that. Because in a dance, when people unleash a move, you get very excited, very happy. And the next dancer will have to respond with moves of their own. And the beat goes on. Twisty iendelee. Of course, it is very possible, that it may be decided that a sacrificial lamb is used. A person can actually be charged, which will make excitement even more. But the reality is that even if that person is charged, there'll be a long court case. Very long. And its ending can be predicted. And meanwhile, we will not get what we really need, which is just one thing: the truth of what really happened. Nothing else but the truth of what really happened. The truth, of course, will reveal the real names, the real perpetrators. But expecting the truth is more than wishful thinking. It's a very fortunate thing that Dennis Okari did his series, COVID-19 Millionaires, on NTV. Because had he not done what he did, his excellent work, it would have been difficult even to understand where this thing began, where it may have begun, and where it ended. But now that we know what we know, even with the dance going on, we're going to be much more less confused. I end with the words of a member of the Senate committee, Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei. And he said yesterday, I quote, "If it is true that some people use the pandemic to perpetuate corruption, then that is immoral, and the thunder that was waiting to strike them is still doing press-ups in heaven." End of quote. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.